Everyone, thought I'd do a quick little video just in regards to our activity here on 2C about how area and perimeter go together. So you were supposed to work with a perimeter of 10. So I drew a couple of rectangles that have a perimeter of 10, 1 by 4. So again, I go halfways around is 5. So 1 by 4 is 5, and 1 by 4 back home is 10. So then if I have a 1 by 4 rectangle, that area is 4 centimeters squared. And then another shape I can use is 2 by 3 or 3 by 2. If I'm halfway around again, it's 5, and other halfway around is the other 5. So my perimeter is 10, and that has an area of 6. If I look at an area or sort of perimeter of 16, I've got 3 different shapes that I looked at. 4 by 4, 8 is halfway around, and then 8 more is all the way around. And then 4 by 4 for squares is also 16 squares. Just make sure though, perimeter, this should be in centimeters, and this is centimeters squared. If I do a 3 by 5 rectangle, again, 3 by 5, halfway around is 8, and the other halfway around is the other 8, so all the way around is 16, but 5 by 3 has an area of 15. And then my last example is 2 by 6. Again, 2 by 6 is halfway around is 8, and 2 by 6 is another 8, making it 16 for a perimeter, but an area of 12. So we just want you to understand that even though you can have equal perimeters, your areas don't match. Or later on, if you start looking at other shapes that have equal areas, then the perimeters don't match as well. So the next thing you're supposed to do is kind of do some irregular shapes. So I've only got one irregular shape here that I put together, and I did one that has a perimeter of 30. So it doesn't matter what corner I start at, I walk around and I have a perimeter of 30. So if I kind of go up the side here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So again, I'm already halfway around from the bottom corner to the top corner. So I know that when I go back home, it's going to be the other 15 to give me a perimeter of 30. And then what I decided for my area, I decided to do 3 rectangles, a top rectangle, a middle rectangle, and a bottom rectangle. So my top rectangle is 5 by 6. So my top area is 30. My middle rectangle is 2 by 3. So it has an area of 6. My bottom rectangle happens to be a square, even though it's still a rectangle. It's 2 by 2 is 4. So my perimeter all the way around is 30. My total area, though, is 40 centimeters squared. And that's just a way, again, to do centimeters squared. And then the last part of the activity was trying to make the connection between area of rectangles and area of triangles. So if I have 18 centimeters squared is the area I'm working with, so I went 2 by 9, and I also went 3 by 6. So if I know my area, what 2 numbers multiply to give me 18? So that gives me 2 by 9 is 18, 3 by 6 is 18. What is the area of the triangle that I draw in here? And it doesn't matter where I put the peak of my triangle, as long as the whole base is 9 and the whole height is 2, I know that my purple area is going to be half of the rectangle. So 9 times 2 divided by 2, so 18 divided by 2 is 9. And the same thing for the other one, that's 6 by 3. 6 is the base and 3 is the height. 6 times 3 is 18, because that's the whole rectangle, and half is 9. And that's the same idea if I pick an area of 24. 4 by 6, so 24 area for the rectangle. 3 by 8, 24 area for the rectangle. What is the area of my green triangle? It's 4 times 6 divided by 2. What is the area of the pink? Maybe it's not pink. Pink triangle, 3 by 8. Again, base is 8 and the height is 3. 3 times 8 divided by 2. Both of those are going to be half of 24, which is 12. So that's kind of the idea behind our little activity. I hope that helps you out, and maybe gets you going in the right direction.